This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the American, the Maryland Terrapins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the run, it's Isaac. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
They kick it away on fourth down. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Got his man. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's pick up on that one. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a squad from the American, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Terrapins will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around and ball hawking the football.
To the air, it's Washington. The sure hands, it's Webb. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They'll move the tight end. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They're working that left side. Got some room headed to the goal line. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down goal to go. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50, the 40, running inside the 20. Touchdown Bulls. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got room at the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up. He lofted high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Terrapins! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. The short hands, it's Williams. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Breaks the tackle.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Nimrod. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Got him downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Off play action on first down. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, the kicker was trying to put his team on the board and break this 0-0 tie. Just didn't have enough leg to get it there.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for space. It's Isaac. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn up.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Back to throw, it's Washington. He's loose. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressive.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll tap, and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Terrapins! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Number 34, set to advance on the football.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's McLaughlin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses, up and down the field. Opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to... Turning on the Jets. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Webb. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Webb. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Washington. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Buys a little time. Complete downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Washington. Fakes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run this one off right tackle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Off play action. Rushes on him. Quarterback adapting. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads it left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Knocked down at the 25-yard.